Hi, this is Steve, and welcome back to Affiliate Marketing for Beginners. This is part 2, finding a great domain name. Now let's start at the beginning and talk about the domain extension. That's the part that is .com, .net, .org. You should always be looking to find yourself a .com domain name. And there's many reasons for this, but the number one reason is that if you've got a memorable domain name, most people won't remember the extension and therefore would type in .com in the hope of finding your website. So I always recommend that you make a bit of extra effort to find the .com domain name that's going to work for whatever you are promoting. Now the obvious choice is to get your own name as a .com extension. Now that's not always possible. In the case of my name, for example, I don't own the .com, and so I don't use that in any of my marketing. But the first place you might want to start is to look for your own domain name as your own name. And so for example here on Namecheap, I would be looking here to type stevedawson.com, and I happen to know that this is not available, and we'll see that this domain name isn't available. So you should start by looking first for your own name as a .com, because it's a great domain name to make sure you reserve, even if you don't use it for your business. So if it is available, I would recommend that you get it. Now in my case, stevedawson.com is not available. It's going a bit slow today, so this will pop open in a minute to tell me that this domain name is not available, and that's the sort of frustration that we'll find ourselves in when we're looking for many domain names. So you can see that has been registered way back in 2001. Could have registered it myself, saw no reason to have my name as a domain at that point, so I just simply didn't bother. And since then, of course, it's been snatched up by somebody else. But let's talk about other domain names. You might see a domain name for something that interests you. You think that's a great domain name. I wish I'd thought of that. So let's just talk about something that's quite specific. Imagine if we wanted to get the domain name makemoney.com. Well, we can be pretty confident. In fact, I would be 99.9% confident that a domain name like that has gone as a .com extension. As I say, don't be tempted to get any of the other extensions. Just accept the fact that makemoney.com is not available, and let's find something else with a .com extension that works and gives you a similar feel. So how do I do that? Well, here's what I do. Let's just bring us back to Namecheap ready so that we can search again. And I'm going to give you a couple of real good tips here. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because there's a crucial part to finding a domain name that you really need to know about. And this will be a short video anyway. I'll put the links to these sites down in the description so that you can go directly to them. So this is a site called Lean Domain Search, and what this does is it will find you .com extension domain names that are available and give you some choices and some ideas. So here, for example, if we wanted to find something make money, because remember we were looking for makemoney.com, I'm going to just type in here make money and do a search. And what we're going to find here is lots of ideas for domain names that contain make money. And we'll just let this load. It'll just take a few moments. And then I'm just going to point out a couple of the filters here that are very useful to know about. So the first thing is, on this right hand side here, you can see we're searching by popularity. That's a good one. You can also search by domain length and alphanumeric. I'm going to leave it with popularity. This is what I always do. And down in the search term filter, you can see we're searching by all, but you can start with your search term. And that's the one I always choose personally, because if I've got an idea in my head, such as make money, I obviously want that to be the first part of the domain name. Now you can see that as we've done this search for make money, we've come up with quite a few good choices here. Make money view, make money logic, make money gallery, make money tag. So there's quite a few here that you can look through and find something that might work for you. So makemoneyrock.com, that's quite a cool domain name, and that might work. And you just go through these and find something that you fancy. So Let's just say, look, here's a good one, Make Money VIP. That sounds pretty cool as a domain name, Make Money VIP. So we now know just from this search that makemoneyvip.com is available, but there's a couple of things we need to do to be 100% confident that we'd want to buy that domain name. First thing I'd do is I would come back to Namecheap and I will type in here makemoneyvip.com. because I want to be 100% certain before I go to the next step that this domain name is indeed available. In other words, I don't always trust Lean Domain Search to be 100% accurate, although I've not ever found a situation where it wasn't, but I always like to double check. So here you can see Make Money VIP is indeed available. So now we get to the real crucial tip that you need to know about choosing domain names. The fact is, this domain name might have been registered in the past, and if it has, what has it been used for? Because if you're looking to search engine optimizer site or looking to get in the Google rankings, what if this site has already been in there and got a real bad reputation? The way we check that is go to this site that's called archive.org, and we actually go to web.archive.org. And in here we're going to enter the URL of that website. Okay, so it's makemoneyvip.com, and we'll just do a search here and get the results that come up. So here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about here. This website has been listed and it's had active websites on it, as you can see here, in the web archive. Now, we don't really know at this point what these are to do with and how that might be in the search engines, but for me, just by this site being listed like this, I'd probably not buy this domain name. But let's just have a quick look and see what was on this site. Let's just go here in 2021 to see what was on the website. So we click 2021 and we scroll through here, and you can see 17th of December this website was indexed. We click here to take a look and see what was on this website back then. And as I say, just simply because this website existed, I would not buy this domain name personally. Let's just go back further. You can see there was nothing there. It was literally just a holding page, but at some point in the past there's almost certainly been something on here that may be detrimental to search engine optimization. So I'd say, well, I'm not going to buy that domain name and I'm going to look for something else. But that's three great sites that you can use there. Obviously Namecheap to register your domain names because they're just simply very inexpensive and a very super simple system that they've got to use. Obviously, if you've already got domain names with other providers and you're happy to stick with them, that's fine as well. But I'll put the links below this video to these three websites so you can have a look yourself. I'm sure you'll find it really useful. We're going to explain how you put this all together after the 5 videos here, and this one of course was finding a great domain name. So if you're liking this content, please like and subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so that you get notified when I publish more videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks very much for watching.